do that all day. So while we wait on this to like get its act together, as I was saying, like yeah, Code Veronica, I like it, but it's got some issues. And then we had, I think next was Resident Evil Zero, which is the really 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 bad prequel that has all the same story beats that were already in Code Veronica again. Like,
Oh, I didn't play that one.
you shouldn't play that one. Like, so Code Veronica has this whole thing about like, oh yeah, we first made this virus from this like one kind of wasp and blah blah blah, and then Zero says, oh no, we first made this virus from some kind of leech, and it's like you pick one. That's not right.
Oh, Zavari was mentioning not knowing anything of Code Veronica's story before today. So you may also be
Mhm.
amused to learn that's where Wesker appears, apparently back from the dead and
Yes.
with Matrix powers.
Which is also hilarious because, like, in the first game, he very clearly dies. The tyrant like breaks out of his canister and like rips him in half.
But that was all part of his keikaku, you see,
Uh huh.
to get ripped in half so he could come back.
Yep.
Also as a science zombie, but a cool bullet time zombie.
Yes. Um. So then Zero also was like the anime bullshit cranked up to 11.
Even more? Wow.
Like, there's this guy who like stands around outside and sings in this like very very high womanly opera voice while looking like just your standard anime villain.
Ah.
And this commands the leeches to form a big humanoid pile of leeches and try to kill you.
Oh.
And that's like the main antagonist of the game. And then, so who you play as is you got Rebecca from the first game, the like 16-year-old cop who can play the piano because Chris is not good at things. And then some guy who's like set up as this very mysterious figure that we don't know anything about, and you can like switch between both of them or have one follow the other, and it's like the guy takes less damage and does more damage in combat, and Rebecca is kind of a wimp, but like can do stuff in your inventory to make things work better.
Oh.
So functionally, you always just play as this random guy, and then you have the AI controlling Rebecca healing you.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So that's the thing that happens. It's just not a good game. But then they did the remake of Resident Evil One for the GameCube, which is just fantastic. But then they finally
They
did
are good at the
four.
remakes, it seems.
Yeah, and four takes like all this terrible, terrible plot baggage that they generated over the years. That's just like getting too unwieldy and stupid. Throws it all away, and here's this totally new story that doesn't even involve zombies. It involves like ripping off the manga Parasite, frankly. And this is on stream, right?
Uh, yes. Although, if you wouldn't mind sharing it to me. And it's
Yeah.
weirdly off center on stream.
Okay, let me
And
fix
not
that.
in the way I usually expect.
Well, let's see if I can fix that and that.
Indeed, while you do that, I might just get up and go use the washroom
Oh,
and grab a drink
good
quickly.
call.
And
Yeah.
be right back.
Oh yeah, time's flying tonight. Um, so like most importantly, Resident Evil 4 like has nothing to do with Umbrella because we have totally like drained that well, and these characters are definitely dead at this point, and this company definitely cannot continue to function. Um, so it was cool. They took this big risk, and they changed the gameplay up, and they changed the plot up, and it's like this totally new thing that's just like tangentially connected to the old games by virtue of just like you play as Leon, and that's about as far as that goes. Um, and then the developer Platinum formed, where basically everybody who was really good at Capcom left and made this new company. So whoever was left was in charge with making Resident Evil 5, and they just kind of made Resident Evil 4 again, but put all the stupid Umbrella stuff back in it, and then also put in a bunch of racism. And that's why I haven't played it until today. And also in there was the Resident Evil Outbreak games with PlayStation 2, which are like set concurrently with Resident Evil 2, and it's like, here are these 8 random people who aren't cool super cops who are immune to being a zombie running around in the city trying to get stuff done. And it basically plays out as this like short collection of extra short Resident Evil games where you have 3 people running around instead of just the one, with very limited inventories and just very, very vulnerable to death and this steadily ticking up zombie infection rate counter where eventually you will just like have people just die and become zombies. And it's actually well, the first Outbreak is an excellent game that everybody should actually play and play it offline, because multiplayer doesn't really add to it. The second one I like less because they decided to make it much more like open-ended and puzzly, and have like longer, more elaborate little missions, but like there's still a timer, so that doesn't really gel well.
Okay, back.
Do not allow anybody to my game. Cool.
Yes, cringing is the right way to play 5. I mean, 5 does have a lot of good parts.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a little silly how the discourse surrounding 5 involved all of its subtle racism, when it could have been surrounding all of its extremely unsubtle racism.
Yeah.
Like the part where you go fight all the bush people who are going like ooga booga and have big masks and are throwing spears at you.
So I feel so terrible because before it was released, I was one of those people who was like, well, it's not racist. It's just, this is the same thing as going on in 4. Just, it happens to be in Africa now instead of in not Spain. No, I'm just going to stay on controller. I just tap my desk there. Relax.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people like referencing like these bits, and it's like, I mean, you got like Wesker and like white corporate interests being like clearly depicted as villainous in this. So to me, that wasn't like the bad part. Mm-hmm. Oh yes, the Sheva outfit. Sheva's whole deal, the way that she just kind of keeps referring to like basically the continent of Africa as my people.
Yep. But yeah, because like what I saw originally from like initial clips was just literally the same content in Resident Evil 4, to the point also they just remade the game. Just after, I was like, well, that's not racist. And then
long after the fall of the
I heard what's actually in here. It's like, oh.
A new era of bioterrorism descended upon vulnerable countries.
Who even are the bioterrorists in this equation? Because isn't it people like Wesker who were themselves Umbrella anyway?
Mm-hmm.
So it kind of just is still Umbrella.
Governments of the world turned to the Global Pharmaceutical Consortium, which formed the anti-terrorism unit BSAA. Operatives of the BSAA were sent to infiltrate and neutralize bioterrorist hotspots, restoring safety and stability to various regions around the globe.
BSAA. Oh yeah,
hello, camera.
She's introduced with an ass shot.
Yep.
My name is Sheva Alomar.
Chris Redfield.
Your reputation precedes you, Mr. Redfield. It's an honor.
Just Chris, thanks.
And this is.
So you'll be accompanying me to the
This is
destination.
not one of those games that can light black people's skin well, I see.
Since the change in government.
Nope.
That. Intel says it's a haven for terrorists now.
And I'm not going to be happy to see an American, BSAA or not. That's why I'm your partner. Help put them at ease.
Well, I'm sure you'll do just fine.
I like how not just metatextually, but diegetically, her purpose is to be, we're not racist.
Mm-hmm.
You okay?
Yeah, sorry.
And, oh yeah, like
Let's go.
we killed Jill off camera to bring her back as some kind of like zombie sexy assassin.
Casualties continue
Yes.
to mount over the long
And I know
years
that because of
struggle.
fighting games.
More and more, I find myself wondering if it's all worth fighting for.
What am
Yeah, when I
fighting for?
opened this, I was
I'll
like,
find
wait,
out.
Jill's dead? Was that supposed to be a thing I knew?
No, it's like shocking new information that we're just kind of glossing over.
You don't have to get touchy.
Yeah, why are you patting down the arms of somebody who's wearing a tank top? Come to think of it, like.
There is one thing I do know. I have a job to do, and I'm gonna see it through.
Like that is legitimately.
You should
What are
just
you doing?
flex and be like, you can't check these guns.
But yeah, so like Resident Evil 4 just took all these amazing risks and they paid off, and then they undid the risk part of it, and it's like, why would you do that? Why bring back Wesker? Why bring back Umbrella? Why bring back all this stupid stuff?
I mean, the parts with Wesker were the parts of 5 I liked, but they were just because they were like the right kind of dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I love the part where, spoilers, he says your future hinges upon this fight, and then he kicks you through a door because you see doors have hinges.
Loud and clear, Kirk.
Yes, we read you.
There's a black market weapons deal going down in Kijuju. That's where Irving will be. Alpha team has already infiltrated the area,
Hi.
and you will be going in as backup. Rendezvous with your contact at the butcher's shop.
You are some big birds.
Gear
Wow.
up and get briefed on the mission there. Watch your backs.
Roger
Hello?
that.
Copy. Over and out.
They're just like.
So like bits like this, which are like meant to unsettle you, but they're also not depicted as a result of like the zombie outbreak. Like it's just like, oh ho hum, this is what life here is like.
Yeah, I'm just like. Hey guys. How you doing? Wow. Is that
Ah,
just-
he's got a board with a nail in it.
is that just his skin?
Yep.
Like. What the hell?
Oh yeah, Wesker does have a kid later, doesn't he? I haven't played those
That's
games.
6. I have 6.
Does
but-
she look and sound exactly like him?
No, it's like this scrawny kid named Jake, I think, who has like special.
Isn't Wesker his last name too? So she must be Jake Wesker.
Yeah. A radio? What's a radio doing here? Wait, that's not even the right quote. I'm so used to doing the wheelchair one that.
So, nothing happened. You just had a feeling.
Well, there was a radio. But, like, there's nothing
Oh,
alarming on
son,
it.
not daughter.
What was that?
Oh, Zavari said one of the protagonists of
Oh, yeah,
6 is
son.
Wesker's son.
Yes.
Ah, Chris Redfield. Go around to the side door.
So, wait, that's the other thing. I'm assuming this game does not have the best thing about Resident Evil 4, which is that one weird merchant who keeps showing up with his amazingly charming voice.
What are you buying?
Exactly.
Good, you're both here. Come.
That's a voice.
Accent, African.
Like, was that even going for African, or was that going for, like,
You too. This way.
sinister Middle
Maybe
Eastern?
because of the new government.
Yeah, that's the vibe I get.
Or just drunk?
You should do what
Or
you
just
came
drunk.
to do and go home.
Yeah, they really roll out the red carpet for us Americans.
I have your weapons for you here. Check them.
a huge bottle.
Why do they
Grab your
need
weapons. The operation's
to be
already
equipped in
started.
secret?
I don't know.
Because they're here on official military business, I thought.
I did too.
Do you have gun yet? I think you need gun.
I was going to grab a gun, and then she took a gun. So.
Oh.
Okay. Now I can has gun. Now I was just distracted. Her necklace actually moves separately from her.
Destination
It is not like
Town square's
glued
up
to her
ahead.
chest, Final Fantasy
Go
X style,
through
which I was a
there.
little surprised
Alpha
by.
team's waiting at the depot location.
With the age of this game being about that.
What do you know about
think.
Ouroboros?
Mostly just rumors.
Actually,
Something
what was
about
originally
visions of a
fun?
doomsday project.
Oh, his
Doomsday
mouth
sounds
is
about
really
right,
bad.
and apparently it is.
All their mouths are really bad.
You're kidding, right?
You must find a man named Irving. He is our only lead.
Like, is this a polished up PlayStation 2 era game, or just an ugly PlayStation 3 era game?
And be careful out there.
Related
Also, why is
question.
everything here like abandoned?
Because it's Africa.
Right.
Giant bottle. Like, what is the knife button? Let's put in RT. Okay. Like, I'm willing to accept not doing anything else until you tell me how to do it through tutorial. But like,
Come on!
Okay.
Oh yes, but come on!
gotta be able to do that at least.
Having played it in single player with an AI partner, I spent a whole lot of the game going, come on, come on!
Yep. Okay. This is my new job. Wow, that's some tough meat. So what am I actually doing again? Just following map markers?
Mm-hmm.
Hang on, these boxes. How did you not explode and give me treasure?
Remember, we're a team. Whatever happens, we stick together.
Don't worry. I may not be as big as you, but I can still hold my own.
Giant crows. Like, the scale of everything this is way off. Okay.
Oh, you know, just your skull shelf.
Halloween decorations.
Wait, why would there be lit candles there, even knowing there are going to be zombies?
Wood furniture.
Oh, it's skulls for your skull furniture.
Ah. And I see friendly fire is not enabled. And that doesn't even look gruesome, it just looks weird. Like, why at that angle if you have your goat strung up? Your giant goat, by the way. Oh.
Gemma's like, ooh, money.
This is the proper slash kind of.
You grab it.
Roger.
Why is somebody so paranoid already?
Did you hear that? It came from that building.
What was that? Yummy, yummy. Medicine.
Freeze!
Hey, they're not freezing.
Are you okay?
So, like, this is not your first rodeo, Chris. Why are you, like... Why are they just standing there still?
What the hell just happened?
They didn't move like any zombies I've ever seen.
So I
At
didn't
least he
ship,
acknowledges that he has previously seen zombies.
like, this is not your first rodeo. This is not even your second rodeo.
And I think he's seen fast zombies, not to mention.
Yeah.
You've seen hunters, Chris. What is this is just like, oh, whatever.
Kata. Toko. So we're just had you first on science then, I guess. I'm assuming. You're taking all the stuff. That's not fair.
He was in Code Veronica.
Yep. In the first game. And they're probably in some of those, like, Umbrella Chronicles weird spin-off things.
Probably. Oh no, someone locked
There has to be
the
a way
door
out of
behind
here.
you.
How did this happen? Like, was there a horrible, gruesome thing on the table, and then they most cleaned it up and put the TV there because they had to watch the show?
I guess so. And faced it toward the door?
I think we can get out here.
Also, like, the whole partner thing is a bad idea, first of all. Just, like, straight up.
Oh, take the window.
Whee!
That was reasonable.
Glass will never hurt you.
We should keep moving. They'll find us soon.
Yes.
Are the zombies actively looking for you?
I guess. Like, compared to the way Resident Evil 4 starts,
We need to get out of here.
I guess. You took all the
I
ammo.
do like how it establishes early on that fighting is just not worth it half the time.
Come in, Kirk. The locals were hostile and we had to use force. We don't have any contingency plans. for
That's
this
one way to put
situation,
it.
do we, Kirk?
Roger on the locals, but your orders still stand.
What does that mean? Was HQ expecting this?
I mean, couldn't Chris radio to HQ and be like, hey, HQ, zombies? And they're like, yep, zombies. Like, I wouldn't describe that as the locals were hostile.
Well, I mean... So many skulls, so many intestines, so little time.
Take this!
Okay. What? Take what? Did you hand me something? I see some barrels that I'm gonna, like, smash the heck out of.
You can tell because they're lit differently.
Also, the barrels. This is what people keep their bullets in.
Wooden barrels fall apart when you hit them with a knife, not
No,
like cardboard boxes.
How do I actually do that, though?
I don't know.
Hi. High five. No? Okay. Yeah, I don't like the co-op thing this has going on.
Sheva is just like a non-character the whole game too. To the point that you're having these like showdowns with Wesker, and he's like screaming at Chris, and he doesn't even notice Sheva's there.
Well, like 6 continues a tradition too, where there's like 3 storylines with their own character each, and in all 3, you have this not important to the plot at all partner around.
Ah.
Who's just like some random person that they just threw in.
I hated how this was the end of Wesker's arc too. Spoilers, but like the character deserved better than that if he was already going to come back as a Matrix zombie. Don't forget to grab
Take it,
Roger.
sweet kush. Wasn't he just here to find out if they're zombies? Couldn't he just go back and be like, hey, they're zombies? I guess that single locked door is the whole impetus to your adventure.
Well, like they did lock me into the one room, right? So
what you're talking about. You can all go to hell.
Wait a minute. That's the...
like presumably I gotta go back to my little jeep or whatever, which I can't get to because it's like slightly over there. So that axe has an aesthetic. Like, I think they were trying to go for a made-of-junk thing, but it's like, no, that had to be custom done in, like, a really elaborate process. Like,
They zoom in on the goat and they cut away for that beheading.
so, like, hang on. Okay, now, are we blocking exits? Are we just killing everybody? I remember this is a good game.
This is a fight your way through kind of thing.
You're not
One
like
thing I
an
do
innocent,
remember
right?
liking about this is how freeform some of the encounters felt.
Oh, maybe I should have taken all the ammo. Let her have some. We should waste it.
I need your help.
You guys are like not really very aggressive, are you?
Take it.
Okay.
About my bullets, okay.
Kurt, come in. The locals are hostile. The gate is sealed, and we're trapped. We need backup, and we need it right now.
Roger that. Just sit tight. I'm on my way.
Did you hear that, Sheva? Help's on the way.
Got it.
That was awkward.
I know you want.
Hell yeah.
Probably,
Yeah, I would not recommend fighting him head on.
Come on, Roger.
Captain Gold. okay? Oh. Well, I mean, you can also swing that thing real slow. Okay. Oh, there we go. It bothers me how, like, unimperiled I felt during that whole little encounter there.
Ha.
Wow, it's a big fish. So what's my goal right now, exactly?
Sorry.
So what's my goal right now?
To get away from this guy.
Oh, I mean, like, am I going to somewhere, or am I just stalling for time?
Yep, I think you're supposed to go up the stairs and keep running.
That was the thing. Oh,
There's just no end to them.
We've gotta hold down until Kirk gets here.
I do not like the Emperor in this game. Clearly, I think they did. That was funny. Just give her all the healing items, and then if I need one, she'll just wander up and give it to me.
For being a long-time Resident Evil player, you sure are stopping and shooting every zombie.
I mean, here's what you have to realize: I'm not taking this seriously. And this is also like typical Resident Evil 4, where usually it's a big mob, you actually arm it to wait, you would see the one mob. Like, ow. I knew you actually hit me. Still not sure where I'm supposed to be going at all.
I mean, you're supposed to be running around exploring this area, trying to figure out how to get out.
Fair. Guess I'll just do that then.
Chris, Sheva, how you holding up? I'll be there shortly. Just hang in there.
Oh, am I literally just stalling for time?
I don't remember.
This is like a thing
Not
that
what I
became-
remember doing here. I certainly didn't stay on this roof.
So this is like a thing that the older Resident Evil games are very good at, is making it very clear, like, am I in a fight or am I just like getting away from here?
Oh, really? I remember those games having a terrible sense of direction.
Well, I mean, there's... I like this me being unfairly cruel for this because I am so presently baffled, but and also like expecting it to be a lot more like forward than it is.
I'm gonna take out the door. Find some cover.
Okay, yeah, so I am just stalling for time. Okay. But like Resident Evil 4, sometimes you get mobbed, And it's very clear, like, this is a shooting gallery. You were taking out all these people after you.
I guess I didn't play through 4, to be fair.
4 is really good. And here, like, we're apparently trying to be a little bit more conserve ammo and just, like, run around when you can, but, like, also they're dropping money, and it's like...
Ah, fair. Oh, you got an S rank.
Mm-hmm. And we're dividing some of the chapters here, eh? And, okay. Oh no.
Regrettably, the buy guy is the menu now.
It's the cruelest thing.
Did he have a name in 4?
I don't think so.
The buy man. But it's spelled B-U-Y.
Actually, wait. What was that sell for?
I do not know what that laugh you're hearing in the background is.
If I ditch that... Ditch that... Now can I... Oh, I didn't actually... Okay. Hang on. Okay, now I'm selling it. Cool.
You're just going gunless?
I mean... I'm gonna buy a new one.
Is that one different?
I hope it is. That's like all my money. Wait. Oh. Tell you what I'm gonna do real quick here. I'm gonna start this game over and not throw away all my money like that.
Oh, I mean, you'll probably get more than that in the next map.
Yeah, but I don't want to, like, I literally just did horrible things.
We owe you one.
You can thank me later. Chris,
Hang on. Okay, let's play this competently real quick. I know, I'm terrible.
I remember trying to play it for real with like randos online and co-op, but then people were coming in with like their new Game Plus characters, and they'd have like a rocket launcher and they'd one-shot the boss and they'd know exactly where to go, and it just like was not good.
Yeah. No. You're forcing me to do this then. Okay, you are... This game has really seriously... like, forced me to commit to selling my only gun for the copy of my only gun. Oof. Yeah, I sold it for 200. I got, and then they had to buy it back for 2,000. That was the thing that I did, and that we were not committed to. And yeah, okay. Well, all I can say is
the upgrades are honestly pretty minor. That interface for everything is so awful too.
Which is a real shame, because like Resident Evil 4 has one of my favorite inventories in any game.
Oh yeah.
You have this like big huge attaché case, and you're like putting items in it all inventory Tetris style, where you can like rotate them around and trying to squeeze all those eggs in between your boxes of bullets. and like you can catch a big sea bass, and then you can carry that around, and it works as a healing item. It's also like freaking huge, so like
Oh,
it just becomes
Leon
just like
just takes a big chomp out of a sea bass.
yeah.
Captain Deshant here. We secured the underground route to the coordinates.
And he's like, oh, these zombie bites and chainsaw wounds don't seem like such a big deal now.
Yeah.
I've had some raw fish.
But yeah, some of the reason that like my experience playing this and yours is so different is I'm coming off Resident Evil 4, which kind of dropped the horror thing and made it much more like arcadey shooter, where you are supposed to actually kill everything.
I should have seen it
Oh,
coming.
I see.
It didn't take long
and
after
forced
the
to, in
fall of
fact,
the
half
Umbrella
the time?
Corporation for their
Oh.
bioweapons
Yeah.
to end up in the hands of terrorists. A new era of bioterrorism descended upon vulnerable
wait, did
countries,
I, like...
shifting the balance of power throughout the region.
This is the opening battle.
People in the
Didn't we already get this
destabilized
part?
areas soon feared another incident.
Yeah,
fractured
weren't you
the city.
restarting?
Oh,
Was
I guess.
inevitable.
Well, I was trying to restart,
As
but
panic
I
spread,
kept the same
governments of the world turned to the
mistakes that I made
Global
earlier in my
Pharmaceutical
inventory.
Oh.
which formed the anti-terrorism
So,
unit BSAA.
Like, I was trying to just do a
Operatives of
clean
the
restart, and that
BSAA
didn't,
were sent
that's
to
not an option,
infiltrate
because
and
apparently there's, like,
bioterrorist hotspots, restoring safety and stability to various
New Game
regions
Plus from
around
the start,
globe.
and, like, this is your character file, and this is how it is. And I can't skip this
Imagine
cutscene.
if it like paired that shot with like zooming in on Chris's ass
name
as
is
his
Trevor
intro
Agron.
shot.
Yeah.
Chris Redfield.
Your reputation precedes you, Mr.
So,
Redfield.
like,
It's an honor.
Just Chris, thanks.
I've really done horrible
You
things.
accompanying me to the destination?
Yes. Tensions are running high ever since
You
the
could
change
probably
in
skip
government.
this, honestly.
I can't skip this, actually. I'm trying. I'm hitting... Oh, select.
Oh.
Okay.
This is Kirk. Chris, Sheva, can you
So
read
now
me?
let's try this, the no
Chris
string
here.
around version.
Coming in loud and clear, Kirk.
Yes, we read you.
There's a black market weapons deal going down in Kijuju. That's where Irving will be.
Cool.
The Alpha team has already infiltrated the area.
Cool. I'll get back to where I was in a second.
This appears to be a village where like 20 people live because like 90% of the people are zombies now.
You too. Grab your weapons. The operation's already started.
You're already full of gun.
Okay.
I guess they don't want you to just restart this level and grind for gun.
It's kind of what I'm doing, though, because I made a horrible mistake and sold my only weapon and then had to rebuy it for all the money. Whatever.
Her shots are framed a certain way.
They really, really are.
Remember, we're a team. Whatever happens, we stick together.
Don't worry. I may not be as big as you, but I can still hold my own.
Take it!
Roger!
What the hell was that?
She just couldn't wait to light up.
Did you just, like, waste healing him right away? I guess I'm gonna take this one then, because you're clearly not responsible with these things.
Did you hear that? It came from that building.
Yeah. I hate how sometimes it's X open the door and sometimes B. Like, be consistent.
Report partner action.
What the hell just happened?
They didn't move like any zombies I've ever seen.
Although that time you just like shot a guy and he fell over.
Yeah, it's zombies. Okay, I will let her have some ammo this time. I think.
She just jumps out
We should keep
unprompted.
moving. They'll find us soon.
Like, that's so weird about the whole multiplayer / partner co-op thing is like losing the tension of figuring stuff out because your AI friend just does it.
We need to get out of here.
Yep, yeah.
We need to get to that house. We'll have a better chance of fighting them from there.
Yeah.
I mean, you honestly won't. You kind of need to just because it's plot,
Kirk.
but like
locals were
the narrow
hostile. We had to
alleyway
use
probably
force.
was a much
We
better
don't have any
place to fight
contingency
them.
plans for this situation, do we, Kirk?
Roger on the locals, but your orders still stand.
What does that mean?
Come on!
Was HQ expecting this?
That was awkward.
Chris doesn't comment on the large
Take it.
number of
Okay.
humans felt. I guess he's a bit desensitized to that by now.
Yeah, there's only bullet testing ammo.
You know, the tunnels that are under most shops.
Yeah. Yeah, so like again, Resident Evil 4 rather, like mixed things up, and it was very much like no. If you see things, shoot things, and it's like it starts right off with this like scene kind of like this, where the whole town is trying to kill you at once, but you have no backup, and you just have to like take out 60 people at once. By just like running all over and like hiding in barns and setting up ambushes, and there's a bunch of really impressive set pieces like that. And then this kind of like splits the difference between that and the old games, where you mostly want to dodge around and
Sheva.
Okay.
The megaphone guy here is that, like, if they weren't going for some really uncomfortable imagery, what were they going for?
well, like 4 is better there
it doesn't end
too.
with ever being like a mechanic that the zombies like rally each other or anything, right?
Well, there wasn't 4. But like,
Oh yeah.
well, 4 has this whole thing where because they're smart and using tools and talking and stuff like that, it's like, oh, I guess these aren't zombies. They're just like crazy villagers. And then there's a reveal at some point where it's like, oh no, they're like weird possessed explodey head alien people. That's new.
That arguably makes it make even less sense here. Because here it definitely is zombies.
Yeah. They're just like special zombies that have like weird tentacle-y head powers.
Kirk, come in. The locals are hostile. The gate is sealed, and we're trapped. We need backup, and we need it right now.
It's kind of weird too when you see this
On
bonus
my way.
when the zombie virus turns them into like horrible mutants. But that's always been the case.
A very inexpert way of trying to like combine the old games with the new.
Conceptually, I like that about 5. It's like, you know, what's it for, but it's 2.
Oh no, I accidentally designed to make it much more dangerous.
Help me!
Stop wasting all the healing items. Who knows? It's like such a dead end, isn't it? Excuse me.
I think that you might be able to actually kill that guy if you had gotten into uppercut enough times. But I don't know how many bullets it takes. Oh, the destruction tank.
What was that?
The structural destruction is kind of cool.
Oh yeah. I'm always curious now too to see if you ever get around to playing 4, how you react to that after like being familiar with this first.
Well, some of them are just regular fire barrels, and some of them are explosive barrels.
There's just no end to them.
We've got to hold out till Kirk gets here.
So like that should be more of a thing than it is.
Oh, what do you mean?
The whole thing about that one head exploding like that.
Oh yeah, that becomes more insane. That's interesting mechanic.
I mean, it's fine. I got it, I guess. Like, yeah, I was kind of expecting you to like do something when you were standing right there. But it's fine. What was it? Just like straight?
Yep, great punch.
Ah.
There's something stun theory.
Just jumping up here now. Trying to bruise local markets. Conspicuous briefcases with... Okay. Now I'm kind of glad that I went back through all this, because I have a real gun now.
Chris, Sheva, how you holding up? I'll be there shortly. Just hang in there.
Are you okay?
I was before you punched me in the stomach. What was that about?
Sorry, keep you waiting.
He was giving you like an
Heading out
adrenaline
the
shot.
door. Find some cover.
Yeah. Still
Still slightly better.
Yep. Okay, so. Oh. Okay, so
Yeah,
now.
unlocked it.
an awkward interface for this. It really is. Okay. Okay. Okay, fine. Probably should give her those since I'm using this machine gun. And, that's fine.
Kirk, we owe you one.
Are you okay? Chris, Sheva, it's almost time for
guess.
our team to go in. Hurry to the deal coordinates.
Roger that.
I'm going on ahead. We'll meet up there. Good luck.
Okay. Now I have an actual goal. Yeah, like I remember even the demo for Resident Evil 6 too was like really bad about like there's an obvious boss fight, but then the boss it turns out is invincible.
Oh, in the demo.
And then like 2 minutes into this that where you're just supposed to be dodging around, with no tell of it, the boss becomes vulnerable.
Oh.
So it's like you're wasting your ammo until 2 minutes in, and then you have to kill this thing, and it's like... And here's the part where there's just like infinite zombies pouring in with no indicator that it's not just some coming around corners, and it's like...
Especially bad in a game where ammo is so scarce.
Yeah. Also, I love these loading screens are like slowly giving away more and more of the backstory, but it's like blink and you miss it because nothing actually has to load.
It's all just like 1847. Paul Rutherford Ashford comes up with the idea for a so-called zombified man with two ends.
Yes. Okay, some duct tape for this ladder.
We can't get in from here.
Okay. Well, you wanna like try again? Okay, fine, party pooper. Go somewhere else.
Purely an inspect spot, I think.
Wow, like I was trying to roleplay that out and see if she just wanted to talk.
Well, you're vindicated. She boiled into goo.
Wait, I have to use. I have to combine this with the gun, not with the way around.
Come on,
That's the thing.
I'm imagining Chris standing there trying to stuff bullets into the tip of the gun.
Captain, what is your status? Can you see the enemy?
Where are these guys with assault rifles and helicopters and stuff who are explicitly here to deal with zombies?
Yep.
Getting overwhelmed by zombies. Like, it makes sense in Raccoon City where you have, like, a police department and all of a sudden the streets full of zombies. Like, yeah, they'll get overwhelmed. But, yeah, these guys just suck.
Oh, is that a random blonde woman being dragged off with zombies there?
That would be something.
I think it was. That's not good. So yeah, like the big thing in Resident Evil 4 too is like once it's revealed that oh no, they're like these weird parasite head things instead of just like standard zombies or whatever. Getting a headshot and having your head explode is actually really bad because then like the tentacles come out and start like swinging around at you from like 10 feet away.
Oh yeah, that'll be a thing in here eventually. That very specific thing you described.
Yeah. But it's like, it's weird to telegraph it by just having it happen without the dangerous part early on. There has to be a quick reload from this.
Come on!
Roger.
Oh no. There's a guy behind the boxes and he's holding up a wine bottle in a threatening manner.
There should be like 1 in 20 chance of one of these guys to be like, oh, I guess that one wasn't a zombie. He was this guy scared by these two. I almost said Americans. I don't know if Shev is American by nationality. Just running through the streets shooting everyone.
Reload.
No. You reload. So yeah, like this is a weird splitting the difference between concepts. And I love how since the kick button and the random blonde woman being managed by zombies. That's
I forgot about this.
That's extra unfortunate on the racism front. What the hell? Like, did nobody catch that at Capcom? Like,
Judging by Sheva's tribal outfit, it's possible they did.
I mean, that almost doesn't bother me because it's like there's a tradition of bad, sleazy, totally inappropriate. I don't know if I try to use that ladder. Wait, why is the ladder even there if I just jumped up here and then there's nothing else up here? I guess just indicate that I can get up there.
There are a lot of red herrings in the map design in this, as I recall, and like high perches just for combat and stuff.
Yep. But it's like, you know, in older games you'd have people like, okay, we already established that they convert people. Like, again, this is not even your second rodeo, Chris. How are you this dumb?
Okay.
Like, please lean into it and have this happen. And he was like, no, really, are you okay? Like, we literally had this reveal already. Oh, there we go. You wanna, or what? Like,
Nope, just very tanky. I do like the visual design of those things. They're very creepy in this. The dogs are intensely creepy in this, as I recall, too.
yep. So I had to come in here just to like see that and get freaked out, I guess. That flat finger. I think that's what I remember. I'm gonna go back to it.
The attempt to characterize Chris is especially clueless. I expect him to get wounded and to look down at it and be like, is this Chris's blood?
Yep. The door.
Take it.
Okay.
Help me out here.
Reload.
I am straight. Honest.
Oh yeah, stomps are actually like
really good?
Location specific. So if you're near their head and you stomp, you get a head stop.
Yep. You really just shot that man in the butt. I hope you're happy with yourself. It's like, I guess I'm just leaving this building now.
Oh, you must be safe. The place no longer sounds spooky.
Yep.
I noticed there was an icon on the ground floor next to this building.
Me too. Like, yeah, we need a key. Rude.
Why did she do that?
I guess this is just a tense relationship at this point.
That was an interesting little character moment.
Uh-huh.
Because I know you can do that if zombies are chasing you, but she just felt like doing it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, there's got to be a bug where you can like one frame that while the other player's climbing it or something, and they just get stuck in the air. So I think you're supposed to climb on the roof and then hop over the fence.
I guess. Like, I want to get in here.
But you need a key to get the fancy gun on the wall.
I sure do. And like, the key was in one of these other buildings, but like...
If I recall correctly, the persistent inventory makes it so that there are like multiple run-through rewards, so that might be one of them.
Why was that so shiny, that photo there? And that one too. I guess they're all just shiny, okay. It's not like... This is important, you should take it shiny, it's just shiny.
Not spider sense shiny.
So I'm pretty sure, forever ago, when there was that option to just like boost her up onto the roof, if she'd actually done it...
Contact with Alpha Team. They're under attack by an unidentified hostile.
Hey, didn't you jump over?
Coordinates immediately.
Sheva here. Roger that.
Move.
Do one of those.
No.
Yep. Stare at Shiva's boobs, open this door, I guess. Okay, please rule of threes this. Please have another person who's just like infected. Hey, you okay?
It might be. Let's find out.
I'm gonna laugh my head off if it is. I'll tell you that.
Oh, up arrow.
Which means what?
So keep going and it'll be on the next floor.
Ah, okay. That's nice. It's working in, or just...
It looks like these shelves were used for storage. I am an elite special forces member.
Yep. What even is that?
Virus goo.
I was expecting to be like, oh no, there's like blood leaking down, but it's like just, okay. Now, you're from Alpha Team, and that hasn't been a thing for a while now, so like, what the hell?
He's dressed like a one-man army. His wounds weren't made by bullets.
Now kick it over.
Like, just having her, like, start looting the room, kill all the tension that they might be building up with this, like, spooky investigative part.
I don't think I'd mind if Resident Evil just didn't have the loot.
Yeah.
If anything, couldn't they make it so that every map was like a finely tuned challenge for like the amount of ammo you're given then?
This is an actual treasure chest full of money.
Yep.
Like, okay, 4 had like some little side puzzles with like these rare gems in them that you could then just sell, but like, at least it was in this like European castle. And not this like literally rotting shantytown.
Hey, are you all right?
Irving. You got away. It was a setup.
A setup? What is this?
Dead regarding the deal.
Like, I do appreciate how dumb they keep making Chris appear to be. Like,
Didn't they have USB sticks back then? He just hands you a whole ass hard drive bay.
Hey, hang in there.
That is true. It pats out the shooting well.
I saw someone, but they ran away.
Kirk, do you copy? We got the data, but Alpha Team is down. Irving got away.
Roger. Relay the data from the vehicle at the storage facility.
Copy that.
Yeah, maybe they could buy some nicer houses with all those doubloons.
at least fix the
I
leaks.
don't like the looks of this, but we have to keep moving.
Didn't they have helicopters? Couldn't they just come pick you up the last time you were in a big open area?
You'd think, especially when there was like no dangers around.
And you don't have, it's not like there's a specific like rescue or like someone you need to talk to. You're just in here because there might be terrorists. And Sheba's just off to a different game. Oh no, now she's coming back. She was like, sorry, sometimes I'm doing one thing and I forget what I'm focusing on.
Yep.
The co-op is consistently immersion breaking in this.
Yeah, even when you're not playing with it is the thing, which blows my mind.
Yeah, if anything, they could have designed the AI partner to be like a good role player, right?
Well, that's the thing. That's what the Outbreak games do, and it's fantastic.
The which games?
Resident Evil Outbreak,
Oh, Outbreak.
where all of the partner characters in the AI controlled have their own like distinct fixed personalities. So like the cop will try to find a good gun and like back you up. The waitress will just like gather healing items and carry them around for you to like make sure everybody's okay. The Dennis Rodman will literally just like go hide in the closet and be useless.
So to catch you up on the plot so far, we were here looking for bioterrorists, and now there are zombies. And I think that's literally it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even being cheeky. Like,
Yeah.
there haven't been any other plot elements.
Nope. Well, I mean, like, there is the reveal that they've got, like, weird mouths, but, like, that was already a thing in 4, and, like, I'm assuming, you know, like, Chris and Leon talk.
You grab it.
Roger.
You waste it right away.
Zavari asks, wait, Dennis Rodman?
Yeah, one of the characters in Resident Evil Outbreak is Dennis Rodman. Like, it's really distinctly a lookalike. And he's, like, his special skill is just, like, dive or cover on the ground, and when the eye is playing it, he just kind of, like, runs and hides. That was a pretty good idea.
You aren't going to look at what it's doing?
I got that key.
Oh, fair.
And
Just pull a lever and run away.
yeah, I mean the key seems like it might be a more secret thing. Oh no, there's a cutscene this way, so maybe I should have stuck by the lever and see what it did.
I think it was preparing you for what's to come.
What the hell is that?
Oh no, slimy snake. And this is very Resident Evil 0 right here.
I think that's what got Alpha Team.
I don't know why you have to stare at it before he pulls piece that together. It's good news, covers all these weak points.
This is a boss.
Yeah, I know, I just, if only there was some kind of, like, big red glowing thing that I could maybe, like, shoot at. Oh, there's another one. There you go. Oh, there's another one. Gee, let's not get. Oh, I can actually knock it over too. Atari? Ow.
I don't know how that helped.
Okay, I thought it was gonna happen, but I had to confirm. Your partner dead. Did he really just say that?
It did say died, but it did look that way. You have treasure you can sell.
We have to like start the whole chapter over because that's not happening right now. Did I not sell it? Oh, I did sell it. Okay.
It's just showing previously owned treasures.
Yep. It's weird that you can't like buy ammo. I mean, I'm pretty good on it, but like it's so weird. Yeah, let's see how far back puts me actually. Oh, okay, like right here. That's fine.
This is a very bad idea. Did Shema get out? Maybe don't kick the ladder over next time, you jerk. That's what you get.
Yep, okay.
Joke's on her now.
I think we're good. I can get this infinitely. Okay, so now we've established what that's all about. And there's nothing useful in here, right? Okay. Okay. I can't like pre-tip these over, right? Can I? They look easy to knock over. No, they're actually pretty hard, Chris.
He just looks at tall, heavy things and he's like, yeah, I could tip that over.
I can lift that.
I got big shoulders.
Okay, so yeah. You wanna like get over here? Now let's do things.
Yeah, good.
Okay, now let's run.
This,
Slide. And... Okay. I mean,
it probably won't hurt the thing unless the thing is in it.
well, yeah, like, I was kind of expecting it to be followed through.
This is something that's much easier to pull off when you have a real player.
I'll knock out that. This is... Okay, huh? Oh, we're both playing.
Thanks for the help.
Yeah, it's weird because they've done the whole co-op thing with possible AI control in other games and done it much better, and it was fine. How about this? How about you come over here?
Come on!
You're gonna have to go clockwise, I think, to trap it in there.
Well, now I don't trust you with it. Is the thing. Is it just going through that way anyway? Okay.
It was on the ceiling.
I'm turning it on. Watch out.
Okay. Now you're not getting inside it too, are you? Because that would be a problem. Okay, there we go. Now you're doing it. Okay. That was hilarious though, when I just like... Turned it on, ran in, ducked out, and then she just kind of followed me and died.
Oh, as I recall, it took more than one of the dudes that it must have been lowering its health significantly with the gas canisters.
The deaths of Alpha Team. We need to report this to HQ.
Well, then it had the like very obvious weak points too.
I mean, it might have just been zombies that killed Alpha Team. I don't think this thing killed those Alpha Team members that were in like those buildings outside.
Yeah.
So I guess there was goo there.
Was goo.
That's good she got it right there. I was half expecting her to camp the switch and her to be like, no, don't worry. I'll time it properly.
Take it.
Roger.
We're partners.
Again, like, stare at boobs to activate. So that's the end of that chapter, right? And I can stop. Or do we have more set pieces to do? So this isn't terrible, but it is terribly racist, and it is like weird to regress after. Well, that's a look.
Got it.
After Resident Evil 4 had like a totally different thing going on that people like.
What was that thing?
Like I can
POW
see
that scumbag Irving left behind to set us up. Considering what it did
reverting
to Alpha
when
Team,
people
I think
react
we're lucky
badly
still
to a
be
thing,
breathing.
but
Yeah.
people liked Resident Evil 4.
Like, it was a huge
If we
hit.
had, we'd probably be dead
Like
too.
it's still in people's like top 10 10 games with the X-rated time lists, you know?
Chris to HQ, do you copy?
This is HQ. Excellent work out there. We'll analyze the data immediately.
This whole town's gone to hell. The people here, they're acting like those Ganado detailed in the Kennedy report.
Okay, so you are
Aside
familiar
from
with
that,
this then?
There's something
Like-
new, something we've never encountered before.
Our transportation has been taken out too. Requesting a mission update.
The mission stands. Capturing Irving is your top priority. We believe
Oh, they
we
were
have
here to
lines on the
capture
other
that,
side of the train
okay.
station.
Wait, we're the only two left. You want us to go in there alone?
Delta team have been dispatched.
Also, who is this guy on the phone?
They'll assist you in locating an
I'm not sure.
Wait, we
'Cause,
can't.
like, as far back as Code Veronica, they kind of established this thing that, like, the 4 people who lived through the first couple games, or 4 or 5,
This is
all kind of, like,
insane.
decided to hang out together and do this thing full time. So, like, how would they have a commanding officer? Like,
That would have been a really good, obvious twist they could have done is, like, way back before Umbrella apparently fell, which is just a thing that can happen to an international mega corporation.
an international mega
if-
corporation which is responsible for having a nuke dropped on a city because full of zombies. I mean,
Yeah, right? Like, why couldn't they have just made it like,
Like-
yeah, they own the police. They own these, like,
That's-
private
that's gonna be a
military guys.
big
What are you
lawsuit.
gonna do about it?
no? I'm very confused by that. Okay, what do we got to buy here?
I'm surprised they haven't resurrected Steve yet.
Nobody likes Steve. I mean, it's just true. Nobody likes Steve. Steve was super lame.
And then Steve was the zombie.
We can't let Irving get away. We have to get to the station.
But he died and he confessed that he loved Claire, who he just met.
Yep. Okay. Ooh, records, you say? Oh, like Literal Records. Okay, I was expecting something. So why do I have names for these two but not this?
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, it's pretty much just more tentacles.
so just like draw a blank on what to call it. Wait, what are you doing, game? Like I free me. Thank you. There we go.
Do you want to know who the person in the Plague Doctor outfit is?
Oh sure.
It is Jill.
Oh sure. Makes sense.
I don't believe it ever explains why Jill is wearing a Plague Doctor outfit.
Would also,
and
like,
then
show
later she's wearing a sexy zombie ninja outfit.
Well, it also tries to like establish she died by just like having this brief flashback of a gravestone, and it's like I'm pretty sure a character that major would like die on camera.
Did they say how she died?
No, it's
Did
literally
she just
just
die of health issues?
it literally just shows a grave with her name on it in the start of this game, and that's it.
So that implies like a presumably male and
You're cutting out a bit. Hang on a
Wait.
second.
oh sorry, what was that?
You were cutting out like crazy there. I think Discord had a moment. You were saying?
Oh, just like did they have a funeral and like a mock burial and everything?
I guess.
Did Jill have a family? Do they know she's alive?
I don't know, but like it's not like there's a previous game where she died. Is what I'm trying to say here. It's just like we're
Hasn't
establishing.
real time be passing in these games too, and these characters should be like all at least middle-aged by now?
Well, they used to be really good at like actually tracking that.
Oh yeah?
Like there'd be dates at the start of the games, and it's like it really is like a couple months between like 2 and 3.
Oh,
I think like a year between 2 and Code Veronica,
Oh, I see.
maybe 2. Which is another nice thing about Resident Evil 4 is that it actually like advanced an appreciable amount of time. And like Leon got a new job, working for the president.
They should have put Leon instead of Chris in Marvel
Yeah.
3. I guess they were still really pushing 5 hard, considering they had 5 Chris and 5 Jill, when there was an existing Marvel Jill.